Should
Do the video thing.
I roll the video thing?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to SportsNShtuff. Your host Vince, headbanging Will. We got Ryan. He's got the globe behind him, so you know he's a smart man. It makes you look way smarter with that globe in the background. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, definitely.
We're here to bring you some stuff today, and passing it over to Ryan. Speaking of planets, Earth, pyramids, sci-fi. Maybe it's real. We don't know. Ryan, what do you got for us today?
I know I've been seeing a lot of different stuff that I kind of follow. It's kind of interesting to me. I feel like a lot of people are into it. But it's like all the mysteries behind the pyramids. Like, I mean, obviously a lot of people are instantly like, oh, the Egyptians built them, and it's definitely possible. But what if it were like aliens? Like, that could be crazy. I feel like I just kind of jumped right into it.
When you say aliens, are we talking extraterrestrial life, as in not Egyptians who built these pyramids?
I mean, it could possibly be. I mean, there could be like an advanced civilization like that lived like well before the Egyptians that had built the pyramids as like power generators. Cause like there's definitely a lot of stuff I've seen where they're kind of talking about how like the pyramids can like it's possible for them to have like a chemical reaction that creates like energy. And like I think I saw something where like Nikola Tesla had actually done this experiment on like a very small scale, but was like kind of able to prove that it works. So like, I mean, the real question is like, why didn't the Egyptians really use power? It doesn't look like they had any, I don't know.
No wonder
Kinda like
Elon Musk
using it.
named his car after him.
What?
I said no wonder Elon Musk named his car after Nikola Tesla. Power generating pyramids, huh?
I mean, it's interesting though. Like they talk about like different parts of the pyramid actually kind of working like a small generator. Like, I mean, you could
Go
probably
on.
look up a whole bunch of more in-depth stuff online, but that's just kind of the gist of it.
But many follow-ups here. What proof of a generator versus just rock? Like what from the pyramid itself causes electrical power?
I mean, you'd probably have to like dive more into like the in-depth videos, but like they talk about some stuff where like I guess like some of the passageways in the tomb are like they're like heavily made of quartz, I guess. And like it was like through movement and like maybe when they're condensed, I guess they can create an electrical charge because like one face of them will be like positive, the other one's negative. So like they did kind of like run some experiments, I think, or I guess they did some archaeology.
I mean, I did see a video, that video you sent, where they basically said mummies, there was no proof that mummies actually lived in any of the pyramids.
I did look into that, and like I think they have found, I guess, like human remains in pyramids, but like I
And they
don't
said that
know,
these
that
pyramids
claim
were
kind of
built to
jumped out to me
gods.
too.
Yeah.
Huh?
They said these pyramids were built to gods, and they said that it would be a weird shape to be built to a god, and the inside of the pyramid, it's very small and narrow with these mine shafts and the things that you were talking about. So I guess I didn't watch the whole thing, but if aliens built these pyramids, not Egyptians, not human beings, and they're generating power, what's the power generation for? What's the purpose behind that?
That's the question, man. Will, what's your take on all this?
Yeah, I got a lot. There's a lot going on here. First of all, I do think that it's possible that the Egyptians built the pyramids to be power generators. I think like what you were saying, Ryan, is they're kind of like big electromagnets. Like I think they have to like be filled up with water, or something like that, and then it works somehow. At least that's what they say. I do think that the aliens thing is kind of, out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my mind around the evidence for aliens.
I'm trying to. Did that guy say that there's no evidence of dead people in the pyramids?
Oh, the
Like,
first couple minutes of the
did.
video, he said there's no evidence of mummies.
That's
in
kind of
the
like
pyramids.
a
I
big
thought that was
like
like the whole thing. Like mummies were like in the pyramids.
that's kind of like what his like take on it was.
He's
He
trying
was
to
like,
he's
that's
trying
what
to
that's
debunk
what
it.
you've been taught, and like I guess like you can't go off that video entirely.
Well,
I
that's
guess
literally all I'm going off of. So
there it is.
the one thing I have.
I have not researched this topic extensively, I will say. It's fascinating though.
I mean, I know another thing I saw that was pretty interesting is that there's definitely been a couple different theories now on the like Great Pyramids and like the Sphinx actually being much older than like the ancient Egyptian civilization that I guess like if we believe like the ancient Egyptians built that stuff like 4,500 years ago or so, there's some archaeologists that are saying that the Sphinx and the Great Pyramids could be like 13,000 years old or some ridiculous number. And like they're basically looking at water erosion on like the Sphinx and the pyramid, and like they're basically saying like how much it has, that like it would have to be from thousands of years of rainfall, much older than like where we're putting the ancient civilization at.
Well, 13,000 years in perspective, when the Earth is scientifically shown to be like billions of years old, and the universe more than that, 13,000 years isn't. Yeah, I get what you're saying. 13,000 years
Yeah,
of like
nothing.
human or extraterrestrial, whatever you want to believe, built the pyramids. I've never actually thought about it until having this conversation of like, yeah, what is the purpose of these pyramids? Like the utility of it. Because I'm sure they weren't just like laboring over these things to, hey, look, a triangle. Look what we did.
Well, that's another thing too. Is like almost all ancient cultures have pyramids. Like I know,
That's
like
true.
there are pyramids down in South America. There are pyramids in Egypt. I'm sure, pyramids in Asia, and like we don't even know what's like in Antarctica.
Oh yeah.
Like there could be a bunch of ancient periods down there.
This kind of
Ancient
reminds me.
pyramids down there that we have like no idea about.
Yeah.
You could find Atlantis down there.
If there is electromagnetic energy coming from these pyramids, and the theory might be that they're all communicating with each other, kind of reminds me of that on the playground where you have those little for those viewing, I can't describe this like over just an audio only, but people talking to each other through those little tunnel sound mechanisms.
Yeah.
Talking through a tunnel. Yeah.
It's kind of
That
like
was a
radio.
horrible description. Sorry about that.
If they were using them to like communicate like that, like across oceans and stuff, that's more like radio than anything else.
Well, I mean, fringe alien theories aside, I think the electromagnetic scientific utility of them actually does sound somewhat reasonable. I mean, I don't even remember what we learned about these pyramids other than who they were built by, supposedly, and
Allegedly.
and where they were built, and other than they look cool and they're on casinos. Like I don't
It's
really.
a Bass Pro Shop.
Really?
Yeah, I think I don't know where it is. I think it might be in Las Vegas, but it's just like a
A Bass
gigantic
Pro
pyramid.
Shop?
Yeah, Bass Pro Shop.
What?
Yeah, we pulled it up.
Have you been to this Bass Pro Shop?
No, I unfortunately have not. But
No,
it is a life dream.
fortunately.
No, it's a life. It's a life goal. My one life goal.
Wait, Will, are you actually looking this Bass Pro Shop thing up?
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can do this
Bass
really
Pro.
quick.
But a pyramid. I mean, I know how to take the surface area and all that because that's what we learned in math class. But besides that, oh, here we go.
I'll see that.
What in the world?
That magnificent
That's awesome.
creature.
That definitely was built by aliens. There's no way that was
There
built
are-
by human beings. Ducks
Not
Unlimited?
sure where it is, but definitely exists.
Well, for those who are audio only, Will is sharing a picture of Bass Pro Shop in Las Vegas. So you definitely should do a Google search.
It looks
Is
a
it
little
Las Vegas?
crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that big.
Because it was
Yeah.
built by aliens.
Back to the point. What else could there possibly be the use for a pyramid? Like, what else is it? Like, why? Why pyramids?
I don't know. I think a triangle is just the easiest shape to build, honestly. Yeah.
What was it made out of? Quartz?
No, it's like I think like limestone and like granite, but like I guess like
Oh,
the
wow, I was so
passageways
far
were
off.
made of granite that like had like a shit ton of quartz in it.
Ryan is a
Right.
geologist.
Hey.
Well, that's why I have the
There you
globe.
go. What a callback. For our loyal fans, you'll get that one.
Or not.
Hashtag geologist.
I still
Go ahead.
think like there could have been like alien involvement, but like recently I have kind of been leaning more towards like maybe there have been a whole bunch of ancient civilizations that were like on this planet well before the Egyptians. Like maybe the Egyptians didn't build them at all. And like I just think that's so interesting that like we really can't figure that out. I mean,
That's
like,
more of a
Vince, you said it
possibility
earlier.
than aliens to me.
Well, you said it earlier. I mean, what was it like? The Earth is like so incredibly old. It's like we're like a very small
Yeah.
toothpick, like in like the full time spectrum of this planet. That like you couldn't even find us in like the next like 100,000 years or whatever.
And then you multiply that by the galaxy, and then you multiply that by how many galaxies there exist, and then my head hurts, and then
I mean, like you guys know, or I've definitely probably said it a couple times, like the Fermi's paradox, where they're like, if like the universe has been around for all this time, where are all the aliens? What if we missed it? What if they were around for so long? There was some great galactic war, and we're like the aftermath, kind of being born from like the ashes on one planet.
We're just
But I
kind of
find
a
that-
last.
I mean,
find
that's a stretch too. I probably went way off topic there.
So then we're like, are we in this theory? Are we supposed to be like the last like whatever, like intelligent life in the
Like, I guess
universe?
in this
Like, in the
theory,
entire
like
fucking-
in this theory, like maybe like the whole Futurama stuff already happened. like if you're familiar with the series, like what was it? Bender has the aliens come through and just wipe out humanity and just end everything.
a podcast that I would recommend people listening to that goes really in depth into a lot of this is Jimmy Akin's Mysterious World.
Shout out.
It's incredible. He, I think the man might be a supercomputer and a human being in terms of the knowledge that he has. It's incredible. But he talks about a lot of these different, and he's also way smarter in philosophy, psychology, science, all that stuff. I think, Ryan, what you're saying, there's so many planets, so many galaxies, so many solar systems. I don't know if there's an alien. I can't foresee an alien race pre-existing because the universe is so large. Unless you're saying that the aliens are they themselves are created this alternative universe that's even bigger than the one we are in now, but that sounds pretty wild.
That could be the next video.
Stay tuned. Like and subscribe to Sports and Shtuff. Donate to our Patreon to get more of this quality content. Apple and Spotify, we're there as well. Follow us on Twitter Instagram, we've been getting more notice, especially with the college basketball. But now that, as we're recording, it starts in a few minutes, we're going to be talking more baseball, more NHL, more NBA, more post-draft
Ryan is
reaction.
so mad.
Ryan's going to fall asleep during most of that. Might occasionally wake up for another talk about more pyramids. I've been rambling for way too long. All right, goodbye.
Go Huskies.